me again. I am out and about today. I've got my handy cameraman, who also doubles as my husband, Bo. Bo, say hi. I'll show you him later. Actually, you can totally check him out. That sounds funny. On my gardening channel, how to grow a garden, where Bo hangs out a lot. He also has his own channel called Bo and Scarlett Just for Fun, and that's over on the right where it says channels. I have all my other channels. Alright, using 3 things. Well, this is a bunch more things than 3 things, but we've got one brush that's got water, we've got our paper, and we've got our palette, and I'm going to try to capture the essence of this in as much detail as I need so that I can later paint it in a lot more detail. So I've got some water in here. I'm just going to squish this and plop it somewhere. So I got a little bit of water. Maybe I'll put a drop on some of these guys. Not too many or I won't have any water left. Alright, and without even using a pencil, I want to start with the furthest back, and it's like this lovely tanny brownish yellow color. Now this is going to be really similar to the outdoor shot I did a few hours ago, but here I'm not going to use pencil, so I'm just going to plop it in. So we've got a little bit of that. It's so bright here, I can see it a lot better. And then we've got the trees here. Okay. And this one comes down like so. Then, using yellow green, I will tell you guys what the colors are later because I don't have it written down. I know that one's yellow green. And then here we've got a little more yellow, and it goes all the way around the edge. Can you hear the thunder? I can feel it. It is going to rain. Now over here we've got this beautiful hill, and back there we've got these yellow hills in the distance, and I want to squish them together and see if I can fit both on here. So that means I'm going to put this green one. Let's use some of that. The names of these will also be on Patreon. If you go check out my painting notes for different videos and stuff, they will have, you can download what I painted, what colors I used, and also the sketches I came up with, so that you guys can try to replicate. You can print them out and then you can work with me as I'm doing it. Maybe not this one, but we'll see. Maybe the final one. Okay, so then there's like this cool hill here, so we've pulled that in. So we've squished those two together, and there's a few little trees in the middle. I don't want to put anything dead center, so I'm going to pull that over here. And I want to leave lots of white. That's really important. In watercolor, leave as much white paper as you want. Try not to color the whole thing. You know, we're not doing oil. You don't want to go with one solid color from right to left. Let's bring the yellow. My cameraman is being eaten. What kind of bird is that? And we have these beautiful clouds because the storm is coming. It's really gray back there. So let's see. I can't really clean my brush, but if I turn it over, here's a tip. I turn it over and then try to get some water. Now I can go this way. And squish the brush so more water will come out. some more paint. And it's really dark over here. Now you might notice I'm kind of going in all directions with this brush. I wouldn't do that if it was a really good brush or if I was taking my time. But because it's a total synthetic brush, I think it costs like $7. It's cheap as anything. Not that good brushes are very expensive, but it's not gonna die on me. So I can, you know, literally push into the bristles. It doesn't matter.
And the storm is coming.
Oh, and we're gonna get rained on. That's cool. Well, here, see how we're building up this? Because that's the storm. It's just rolling across. Do you care if you get wet?
That's what the camera will.
No, camera doesn't care. I shoot in the rain all the time.
Oh.
Do you watch my videos? Alright, now it's really... What do you got there? That's really green. Now we're going to turn it over. Ooh, look at that. You can even see the rain coming. Yeah, I'll just get rid of some of the water on that palette. It doesn't end up on my arm. Okay, that's beautiful. Squish this out a bit. Now, that's over here. Now over there, we've got a bit of like white and some beautiful blue and some, but it's pretty far away. So let's go with like some pink, because there's this pretty pink color. And again, I want to turn it over. I'm just going to add in a little bit. It'd be really great if I had a clean brush. That's okay. Squish the brush out. And then I'll use a nice blue, like a cobalt blue, which is like a traditional real kind of blue color, and mix that in up here. Remembering that red and blue are going to make purple, so I don't want too much purple. I don't want to mix it too much. But you could, you know, why not? Maybe blend it a little in the middle. Now if I had a paper towel, I could lift out some of this color. But just using my brush and moving it around, I'm able to lift out and move that color. So I've got the dark sky and the light sky and then all this beautiful stuff on it. Now let's come forward and we're going to do a little bit. We're going to wrap it up. Because you know, when you're doing this, you're on the flyby. Let's wrap it up. So down here, we've got this one that goes this way. And I'm just doing them in these silly little circles because the trees literally do look like little circles. And sometimes they're perfect lollipops. And I don't see any today. Anywhere, which is very strange. Anyway. There we go. Add our yellow in between there. And by the more little things I can put into the front here, the more I'm pushing that back and making it deeper and deeper and deeper so the picture has more depth to it. And that is what I want. Okay. So we're painting wheat right now, but normally this is full of raps or the rapeseed, which is canola oil. In Germany we call it raps, and the raps oil or the raps flour is so brilliantly beautiful yellow. It's just gorgeous. I think actually that is what it looks like when the flour is all done. So that would have been brilliantly yellow. And at this point, there's a few, like there's a different color in here. That in there. Pull those over. And then I think the rest is pretty much just wheat. But the fun thing about the wheat is it's also kind of a mixed color. Like it's a little bit of yellow and a little bit of green. And when I get really close to the front, I want to then go in the direction that the wheat is actually growing, which would be vertical. Now I'm using pretty high quality paper here. This is 300 gram paper, and I buy it in really big sheets, and then I cut it down into these postcard kind of sizes, like a 5x8 or something like that, 4x6, an A5. And I cut it down so that I can do smaller pieces because they're just so much more fun than working in such large pieces. But as long as your paper is kind of stiff, you can see it's starting to buckle just a little bit, but really not too much because I'm not putting too much water in here. I am preserving the whites, keeping it nice and crisp. And there you go. That's what we got. Palette, brush, paper. It's starting to rain. Thanks for watching. I'm Scarlett, and I'll see you in the next episode. Don't forget to check it out on Patreon. There'll be more cool behind the scene extra stuff. Toodaloo! This is so pretty. Ooh, over there it's really dark. You guys should totally turn around and check that out. Look at the clouds coming in. Man, we should have been painting that.